Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer. Today's beer is right behind me. It is from Decew Falls, and it is Sir Isaac's Pale Ale at 5.5% alcohol by volume. Leading with courage, intelligence, and loyalty, Sir Isaac Brock was respected by both allies and adversaries. Our brewmaster taps into that same integrity to draw out the charismatic personality of this commanding pale ale. See, I'm not as bothered by, I'm going to tap into the courageousness of Sir Isaac Brock to make my beer. That doesn't bother me as much. This is handcrafted by J.W. Woodruff. Ingredients: water, barley, hops, yeast, and wheat. Decew Falls Brewing Company. Proudly brewed in St. Catharines, Ontario. So I was a Brock student. I went to Brock for kinesiology and law. I didn't finish. I dropped out to work. I needed to make money, and I dropped out of school and went to work. But I was a Brock Badger for 3 years. I was an ERP Merit Wizard was my residence floor. Yeah. You're a wizard, Harry. Anyway, we got a beer. We're going to try the beer. We're going to try to ignore the yelling. And my wife hiccuping in the bathroom. It actually almost sounded like she was gagging in the bathroom.
I am not hiccuping.
No, you didn't just hiccup?
No, I didn't.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Sounded like you hiccuped. Oh, and here comes the dogs because for some reason my door's open. And they're shaking, which means they're wet.
That would be because your son just brought them in.
Oh, and here's Harlow because, why would we? Well, 1 second, guys. I don't even know if I should do the voice or not on this one. So Sir Isaac Brock was a general in the military. Brock University is named after Sir Isaac Brock. A little bit of haze to that. Beautiful. Oh, no. Actually, it looks hazy, but it's not really hazy. Like, I can see through it, but it's not crystal clear. It's just slightly dark. Beautiful, like, brassy, bronzy color. Slightly off-white head. A little bit of a snap, crackle, pop going on there. The head is frothy. The head is foamy. The head is beautiful. Just look at there. Let's sniffer. Doesn't really give me much. A little tinny, a little fruity, a little dirty. Kind of reminds me of an English pale ale. And I mean, in all honesty, if you're going to make a Sir Isaac Brock pale ale, an English pale ale is probably the way to go. You don't want an East Coast or a West Coast or an American or a Bell. You want like an English. So, I mean, the smell, I guess, is correct to what I would anticipate this to be. Anyway, cheers. Thank you, Brian. What was the ABV on this? 5.5. Okay. This is very much akin to an English bitter. An English pub bitter. Which is kind of what I would expect out of it. So, I'm actually quite happy with this beer. Happier than I thought I would be, to be honest with you. A little bit of that sucking on a copper coin, a little bit of that earthy, dirty mud puddle-esqueness, a little bit of pine needles, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of biscuitiness. Exactly what I would expect from an English pub ale. Exactly what I would expect from an English pub ale. And I mean, yeah, she's a pale ale. I'm anticipating that if I was to pick this phone up here and click on Untapped and click on this and scan that barcode. Oh, no, it comes up as a no match. So, okay, I would anticipate if I was to write in Decew Falls, Sir Isaac's Pale Ale. Oh, see, they. And here's the thing, right? You don't necessarily know if the brewery put this in or if somebody put this in, but it says Pale Ale American. And I would not at all have anticipated a American Pale Ale on this. I wouldn't have. That's full on, all the way down to the color. That's full on an English Pale Ale. You're not getting the telltale flavors of an American Pale Ale. And I'm glad about that because I don't like American Pale Ales. I wouldn't be a fan of this if it was coming off as an American Pale Ale. This, no, I say English. Plus, if you made this in the American Pale Ale, you did it for the wrong side. He was an English officer, not an American officer. I like it. I do. I like it. I didn't do the voice, so let's get back into it. Mr. J.W. Mr. or Mrs. J.W. Woodruff has done such a great, outstanding, splendiferous job with this here beer. I am going to give this a solid 7.75 out of 10. Thank you. Bye-bye.